What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Scorpio. So we're gonna go ahead and get it popping. But hello, everybody. How's it going? Happy Monday. Hope you had yourselves a fantastic weekend. I just want to mention, guys, too, personal services are up. If you guys want to get a personal reading with me, head over to CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below. I'll be happy to meet you over there, okay? All right, guys, hopping on into it. Scorpio, what's going on, everybody? How are you? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And Mark, what's going on, brother? How are you? What's going on, Heather? Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up? All right, Scorps, let's see what's popping here for you in your next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Michaela. What's going on, guys? In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for Team Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Scorpio. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles coming up here for you, and then we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What's going on? Scorpio. Overall energy for you is going to be the 4 of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taking a look here at the current energy for you, we got the 10 of Wands. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got here the Ace of Swords. And then taking a look here at the outcome for Team Scorpio is going to go ahead and be the 9 of Pentacles in the upright position. So you could be connecting here thus far with an air sign. We also got fire signs and earth signs. So you got a whole bunch showing up here, Scorpio. But let's take a look here and see what's going on here. So far, we got the 4 of Swords reversed to the 10 of Wands in the upright position. So it does kind of feel, Scorps, that maybe in the next 24 hours, you might be hopping back into a little bit of an overwhelming energy. But I think that the good news coming out of this for sure is that it feels like an epiphany is coming in here for you. So you come into this vibe of being overwhelmed, and I think you come to the realization of like, wait a minute, a lot of the stuff that might be overwhelming you at this time may have no reason to overwhelm you at all. Or you might have come to the conclusion of like, wait a minute, I got this. Because looking at the outcome here being the 9 of Pence, 9 of Pentacles here represents that you're confident that you're going to be able to pull through whatever it is that you're dealing with. So I absolutely love this message for you, Scorpios, because sometimes this tends to happen when we get super overwhelmed, and maybe this is an energy we're used to, or it's been about a frequent thing, whatever it might have been. Sometimes we have this epiphany where it's like, wait, what the fuck am I freaking out over? Like, do I not know who I am? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a motherfucking Scorpio. Of course I can handle this shit. Of course I can do what I need to do to get through this overwhelming time or this burdening time, whatever the case may be for you, right? So I'm not sure what's happening to you guys in specifics, but I think you're just realizing, yo, I fucking got this shit. What am I freaking out about? I'm gonna be okay. So it's nice to have those types of realizations. I most certainly have those realizations sometimes as a Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising. I get to a point where I have a doom moment, if you will, a tower moment where all I see is the doomed mentality. I'm like, I'm doomed, I'm fucked, I'm screwed. And then I get back to a point, you know, to a place in time mentally where I'm like, hold the fuck up, Ant. What are you freaking out about? You know, you have never not been able to get through anything, right? Everything that's ever been coming your way, you have gotten through. The thing about life, guys, is that there is never going to be a challenge you can't overcome. Think about it from that perspective. You've overcome everything you've already thought you couldn't. So what makes you think you can't overcome what's coming in now? Period. Right, Scorpio? So I love it for you. You guys are turning out here okay, and I see your confidence coming back up here a lot. I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, though, so much, Scorpio, for tuning in. All right, guys. So we started out here with our water. We're gonna go ahead and let's do water, earth, fire, air. Jumping on into our earth signs. Let's see what's going on here for the Virgo gang. What's popping here, baby? Messages here for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Whew, what information's coming on in here for Team Virgo? That was a feeling. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24. It's a little heavy, Virgo. I don't know what's going on over there, but it feels a little heavy. You might be trying your best here to kind of navigate through heavy energies, or you might be getting to a point of a release, I think, for many of you. Letting go of a lot here at this time is kind of what it feels like. But let's take a look and check it out. Virgo. Overall energy for you, Page of Swords, looking at the current energy, Emperor in reverse, what you're dealing with here. We got the Strength card, looking at the outcome for Team Virgo. We got the Moon in reverse. Okay. Couple different zodiacs you could be dealing with. You got here Pisces, Leo, and you have here Aries. Now, Page of Swords, Virgo, all the way to the Emperor in reverse. It does look to me like you're getting more comfortable with the idea of letting go. This is the energy of pretty much, word is on the tip of my tongue, surrender. Yeah, this is the energy of surrendering to your circumstances. You know, sometimes not even the only thing, but the best thing you can do is surrender. Especially when times are kind of intense, when times are a little bit rough. You know, having a look at what you're dealing with here. The Strength card, it's like, I think that what you've been trying to do is you've been trying to find strength in being able to deal with your circumstances, and you've been trying to find strength in being able to fight through everything you've been experiencing, but sometimes there's more strength in letting go than there is putting up much of a fight. Sometimes there's more strength in surrendering than fighting everything that you are fighting for. At the end of the day, surrendering sometimes is the best choice because it guides you to where you got to go next. Most of the time, guys, when we're in the energy of fighting, what we're doing is we're fighting against the tide. What is the last thing you want to do when a giant wave comes at you? Do you want to fight that wave? You want to beat the shit out of that wave? Hell no. You want to ride the wave though, right? So in order to ride the wave, what would you have to do? You'd have to surrender. You'd have to let the wave take you all the way to shore rather than fighting it and getting caught in that wave and doing tons and tons of flips. So what I feel here for you guys in your next 24 hours is the realization of like, listen, whatever I resist persists. The more I kind of keep fighting something in my life, it hasn't been doing me any good. It's not the energy of giving up that you're tapping into, but it's the energy of surrendering. It's like, universe, if there's some other way that my life is going to pan out, if there's some other way that my situation is going to pan out, I need to let it fucking unfold and happen. I'm done intervening. So I'm going to go ahead, sit back, relax, and see what comes of this surrendering like energy. And looking at the outcome immediately, Moon in reverse, I feel like there's some relief here for you. I feel like automatically it's like, oh, that's a release. It's a breath of fresh air. I feel good because I'm not in the space anymore where I'm fighting. I'm just like, you know what? What's meant to be will be. What isn't, isn't. And I'm going to let the universe go ahead and take me on that wave to where my next adventure may be. So I like it. It's not the energy of giving up, but it is the energy of surrender. And I think it's going to serve you and work for you well. Sometimes it is one of the best options to take. So see where that wave takes you. All right. All right, Team Virgo. Appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much for being here. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for coming out here nonetheless. Okay. All right, Team Virgo. So we did our water. We did our earth. We're going to hop on into our fire. Jumping into the fire signs. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Ram fam and see what's going on for Team Aries. What's going to be popping here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, my Ram fam, you guys did have a Six of Cups reverse show up here for you. Some of you guys could be letting go of the past in the next 24 hours, or this could be the energy here of trying to completely separate yourself from the past. I'm kind of seeing like deleting photos. You ever go through your photo album and then you see that ex you dated like 5 years ago and you're like, ew, why do I have this? So you press delete. Could be that kind of energy. I don't feel like it's anything serious in reference to the past, but there might be something you're letting go of. Interesting. All right, Aries, one more shuffle and we'll see what's going on here for you. Starting out with the overall energy, we got here the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo for a few of you. Having a look at the current energy, King of Swords in the upright. What you're dealing with here, Aries, we got the Two of Cups in the upright. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Five of Pentacles in the reversed position. So, Team Aries, let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, Hermit here to the King of Swords. I definitely get the feeling right now that you are focusing on maintaining your boundaries. I definitely get the feeling here, though, that the higher you've set the bar for yourself, the higher you have set your boundaries, the more respect you're starting to notice is coming in from other people because you are carrying yourself in a different way, Aries. You are basically showing people with your own energy, you can't fuck with me, you can't disrespect me, and you can't come over here bringing any kind of bullshit. So I like it because energetically, you're in a very strong place and people can pick up on that. What energy you are showing, what you're putting out there, what you're protruding is what people are going to pick the fuck up on. And if you have this energy like you're not going to play me or screw around with me, people are not going to play you or screw around with you because they can see it and feel it, and they know that you're not one to cross. So I feel like you've been working on really getting your boundaries back up there, Aries, especially if you've dealt recently with a really rough situation where maybe somebody overstepped. And looking at what you're dealing with here, Two of Cups, it's like you're finding people who are bringing forth the way that you're treating yourself. It's interesting. We act as a mirror a lot of the time, guys. So if we treat ourselves with high value, we treat ourselves with high respect, we treat ourselves with the best unconditional love we can, we treat ourselves and we hold ourselves to a nice standard, yeah, people are going to go ahead and align with you that see you the way you see yourself. So I definitely think there's a difference in how people have been treating you. There's a difference in the types and quality of people you're attracting here as well. And looking at the outcome, Five of Pentacles reversed, it's like, yeah, I went from a place where I thought that people didn't respect me, people didn't love me, people didn't care about me. You went from a place of lack to where now you're in a place of abundance. Moving into your next 24 hours, the energy of like, oh shit, I'm getting everything I wanted because I'm changing my perception of self. So now you're in that place where you have the opportunity to attract the way you view yourself. I love it, guys. I really do. So you're tapping back into a very powerful energy here. And I think you're going to notice in the external world as well, in the external realm, such as friends, family, and new people that you meet, you're going to notice how they're treating you here too. All right. I like it, Ram fam. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up here our lovely Aries. Aries, thank you so much for stopping by. It's gratefully appreciated. So we did so far our water, we did our earth, we did our fire. Diving on into the air signs, we're going to go ahead and check out Team Libra. So let's see what's going on here for the Libra gang. Messages here for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 70, not 72 hours. It ain't the weekend. In the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Libra? By the way, Fawn, what's poppin'? How are you? Thank you for hopping on in here today. Aisha, what's going on? Hey, Marlene, what's going on? Protagonist, Trish, Nevea, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing well. What is poppin' with you? Team Libra, we're going to go ahead and get about 2 more shuffles. And we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. What's going on here for the Libra gang? Libra, overall energy for you is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Having a look here at the current energy, we got here the 8 of Cups, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Star card, and then taking a look here at the outcome for the Libra peeps, we also have here the 4 of Swords in the upright position. So Team Libra, let's see what's going on here for you. Now we start here with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, paired with the 8 of Cups in the upright position. So it does look to me like you're trying to make an ending happen. You're trying to let go of a cycle. I do think that you want a cycle here to close out, but when I look at the Star card here, the universe is kind of trying to say to you, Libra, hey, you're still aligned to this situation for a reason. Something is still going on in your life for a reason. And I get the feeling here for you where it's like, okay, you're trying to walk out, you're trying to leave, you're trying to get out of Dodge. But if you're still somewhere, you're here for a reason right now. And it's almost like the energy is trying to get you to be in a space of reflection, kind of like asking yourself, why am I where I'm at? Why am I dealing with this current situation? What is there to learn with what I'm experiencing in my life? What am I gaining from this situation, right? So at the end of the day, I'm getting that feeling here for you, Libra, where it's like you're not out of something just yet because there is still so much more to learn. There is still something here for you to see. And I noticed that happen to me in my life too. You know, sometimes I'm like, okay, universe, this situation sucks ass. You know what I mean? It's horrible. I fucking hate it. You know, why am I here? Why am I here? And I'm like, wait a minute. Universe doesn't want me to suffer, right? I don't want myself to suffer either. So I know I'm in a situation that's rough. I'm never throwing anything I can't handle because everything I'm throwing I can handle. So I'm gotta be in a space where maybe there's something to see. Maybe there's something I haven't picked up on yet. Maybe there isn't anything I've learned yet from my current circumstances and scenario. So this is a time to be aware, and this is the time to be observant, and for you to take a step back and say, why am I where I'm at? What do I need to learn from this experience? What am I not seeing? Really take time to have deep reflections. Moving in your next 24 hours, Libra, really take the time out and set it aside. And I think it's really going to allow you to understand that maybe it's not about having to run away from where I am And currently, maybe there's a lot more here for me that I haven't seen already. Maybe there's something here I need to learn. You know, there's definitely going to be clarity here for you. So don't go running out of your situation just yet. Face your situation head on and figure out those answers, because those answers lie, okay, within you, right? The proof is in the pudding is what I'm hearing, okay? So there's something there for you to see, guys, all right? All right, Team Libra, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for coming out here so much nonetheless, okay? All right, guys. By the way, Marissa said, Aunt, my mom watched with me a few months ago, and now she watches all the time. I love that. Shout out to Marissa's mom. That's fucking awesome, dude. Really appreciate you. Thank you for showing her. That's awesome. All right, guys, so we did our first batch. We're going to hop into our second batch in a sec. Just bear with me, everybody. Did I do the Virgo read? Yes, I did. Protagonist said, yes, and I'm literally rehearsing a conversation to end a shit past, or to end shit with a past person. Even my mirrors had enough. I got to do it even if it hurts. For sure, man. Yeah, absolutely, right? Oh, thank you, Healing Hearts. I appreciate that. I hope your day is going great, too. Appreciate you guys and your love and support. Cindy, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by here today. How are you? Thank you guys so much, man. We got 111 viewers in the chat. I like that. New beginnings coming. Shout out to the 111 peeps in here. Of course, if you could drop a like, that'd be rad. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out here with me today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am fucking exhausted. Okay. I think, what did we have? We had a new moon, right? Over the weekend, or a full moon. I don't know which one. I think it was in Gemini though, over the weekend. So a little bit of a draining time. I also haven't had too much sleep this weekend, but I might have myself a nap after this reading here today. Oh, Pisces love, I love hearing that information. That's awesome. I definitely hope you did. I'm sure you did for sure, though. I'm glad you're sure. That's awesome. Congrats. All right, guys, getting back on into it. We're going to hop in the water signs. Let's go to Cancer and see what's going on here for you in your next 24 hours. What's going to be popping here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of the Crab? Messages here for the Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Cancer, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one more final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here with you. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Let's go ahead and check it out. Cancer, overall energy for you is the 9 of Wands in reverse. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got the Strength in reverse. What you're dealing with, Cancer, Magician in reverse. Looking at the outcome here for you guys, can you guess it? It's a 5 of Cups in the reverse. All right, so Cancers, don't scold me, okay? Don't scold me. I know I'm hot. Regardless, let's talk about it. Let's see what's happening here for the Cancer. All right, all reversals are not always such a bad thing. So we got here a 9 of Wands reversed, followed up here with a Strength in the reverse position. You know, I get the feeling here that it's about you choosing not to be the wounded warrior anymore, but instead it's about recognizing that wounds are what make you stronger. Wounds do make you stronger. When you experience shit, when you go through shit, you learn a lot, you become tougher, and you also get thicker skin to the point where not a lot of people can hurt you in ways where maybe they used to be able to. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, Cancer, Magician reversed, when you go through tough experiences, you know the kind of people to avoid, the kind of situations to avoid, you know everything to avoid and what doesn't serve you and what doesn't suit you. And most importantly, when you go through those tough situations, looking at the outcome, 5 of Cups reversed, you know that it's not worth crying over, it's not worth fighting for, but instead it's worth moving on from. So Cancers, your next 24 hours, I feel, is the energy about owning the wounds that you've been through, recognizing that they have made you a stronger person, and ultimately recognizing, I know that I'm stronger due to what I experienced, but most importantly, I know what's worth giving a shit about and what isn't. And sometimes, guys, in life, there's people that have the intent to hurt you, but it just ain't fucking worth giving a shit about them. I preach to people all the time, the subtle art of not giving a fuck is the strongest technique you can bring into your natural day-to-day life. If you just don't give a fuck about what people have to think, what people have to say, especially people with the intention to hurt you, when you show that you give no fucks, you don't feed them the power, the validation that their ego needs. Let's say a person calls you a name and they were intending to hurt you with the name that they called you. If you don't respond to that, you don't feed into their energy. They don't feel good because they didn't get the reaction or the rise out of you that they wanted. So at the end of the day, Cancer, I kind of get the feeling here right now where you're recognizing, you know, there's a time where I probably would have cried over maybe what I'm dealing with. I probably would have been upset over the scenario that I'm going through, but ultimately I just don't give a fuck. I'm at that point where I've grown a lot, I've become stronger, I've learned a lot, and at the end of the day, some things just aren't worth getting upset about because some people may have their crappy intentions, but I'm not going to let them get to me because I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing to give 0 Fs. Okay? I like it, Cancer. It happens, and I'm that person too. You know, I've been through a lot of similar scenarios, right? I've been through situations that try to come up again in my life, and I'm like, you know what? I've been through this before. I'm not going to care about it. I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm not going to give a shit. At the end of the day, I'm going to move on, right? Sometimes it's really just not worth giving your energy to the people who most importantly want your energy anyways to begin with. So I like it, Cancer. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our Cancer. Thank you for stopping by. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But jumping into the earth signs, let's have a look here at Team Capricorn, and we'll see what's popping here for you. What do we got going on here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for Team Capricorn? Messages coming in here for the Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's popping here for Team Cappy. Overall energy for you is the Queen of Pentacles. You could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Current energy for you, Queen of Swords, what you're dealing with, Capricorn. We got here the Judgment, looking at the outcome for you guys. We got here the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. All right, so Capricorn's Queen of Pentacles here to the Queen of Swords upright. It's a vibe right now of you caring for yourself. I definitely think, though, that you're also in a space too, though, where you're very direct and very blunt. I think right now you don't want people getting confused. You don't want people misunderstanding. I'm getting a feeling here, Capricorn, that you're at a point in your life where it's like, I'm going to just live my truth, tell my truth, take me or leave me. I just feel like you don't have time anymore for games, and you don't have time anymore for any sort of miscommunication or bullshit. Looking at what you're dealing with here, the Judgment card, I think that after many experiences you've had, you've become a very good judge of character. And at the end of the day, looking at the outcome here, Ace of Swords reversed, if you see a situation that you don't want to participate in, if you see somebody and you don't like their energy, you're not making the investment. So Capricorns, you're getting to a point, I feel, in your next 24 hours where it's like, I don't know, I'm going to be blunt, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be blonest, if you will. Shout out to the OG peeps that know that word. But I'm going to be blunt and honest about my experience, about what I feel, about what I see, and I'm not going to participate and engage with bullshit. I'm over it. Period. I've had enough experiences to know that bullshit ain't worth it. Because you know what else comes with bullshit? More bullshit, right? So Capricorns, you're looking at the truth, and you're a good judge of character, and you see things for what they are, and you're making sure that you continue to be as honest and as blunt as you can, and you don't waste your time with situations that aren't bringing in what you want and what you need. And that can be based on anything: your love life, who you associate, who you're friendly with, what kind of job you want to work, what you want, what you value, right? So I love that for you. I feel like that's a natural default Capricorn energy, though. You know, I grew up with a Capricorn my whole life, my mom. So at the end of the day, my mom will see shit in people that I didn't even see, man. You know what I mean? She'd be like, oh, that little friend? Yeah, no, I don't like that little friend. I'm like, why don't you like that little friend? Yeah, because I can tell what's beneath the surface of that person. And then in due time, I get fucked over by that friend, and my mom's like, yeah, called it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Capricorns can see through the bullshit. And I think that it's a good mentality to have. And also, I think that kind of a reason why is because Capricorns might grow up with a lot of bullshit. They might have experienced a lot of it in their lifetime. They're like, you know what? I just don't got time for it anymore. Period. You know, Capricorn, I feel you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, so but water's done, earth is done. We're going to move to fire here in just a sec. Let me get a sip of water going on over here. And then we'll go ahead and continue. By the way, for the 141 viewers in the chat, if you could drop a like, that'd be sweet. Thank you guys so much for coming on out. Sorry too, also guys, if the connection's a little shitty right now. The internet was acting up a little bit earlier today, so I am seeing like the red zone showing up, so it might be lagging. So do let me know if the stream is laggy right now. As long as you guys can hear me and you can kind of see what's going on, I'll be happy. But the internet connection might drop a little bit and then go back up, okay? All right, though. We did earth, we did water. Going on into fire, let's have a look here at Team Sagittarius, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. What do we got showing up here for the Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? Message is coming in here for Team Sag. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. You did have a jump card come out, which is going to be the Eight of Pentacles. You could be connecting with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like some of you guys might need a break. You might have been working very hard recently. If you have been working so hard to the point where you feel like you're not getting enough of a break or you're not getting enough time for yourself, I do think that you need to take a step back and make sure that you're giving yourself more time, okay? So Sagittarius, if you need more of a break, if you need to kind of just relax a little bit more, enjoy yourself, don't be afraid to do so, all right? All right, guys, what do we got going on here for Sag? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Am I the only one that's having problems and it keeps freezing? Yeah, guys. Damn. I want to wait. Sagittarius, let me pause your reading. I want to wait till the internet connection gets better. I know that it's lagging, guys. Let me check it out on my phone. Yeah, I was having a little bit of internet issues earlier. They seem to have gotten resolved, and now I guess we're having some problems. Let me look at this on my phone. One sec, guys. Can you guys hear me, though? I know it's lagging, but can you hear me? Let me see. Oh, the stream's... Oh, the stream is super far behind. Yeah. All right. I mean, you guys can see me still, which is good. Yeah, so the stream is super far behind right now, guys, unfortunately. So by the time that I'm checking in on myself, this is way far back, but I'm going to continue nonetheless. You guys can see me, though. I do see that it's freezing a little bit, but you should still be able to get the messages. So we're going to continue. Hopefully the internet's feeling with the Eight of Pentacles, but I'm kind of getting the feeling here of somebody future. I really feel like this is the energy of becoming incredibly present. Fawn, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. But this is you focusing on the present here, Sagittarius, recognizing I'm really happy with what I got going on right now. You know, we got here the 10 of Cups. Everything feels good. Everything looks good. I don't want to worry too much about my future. I'm happy being here right now. But here's the thing, looking at what you're dealing with here, Eight of Pentacles. This is an interesting message I'm feeling with the Eight of Pentacles, but I'm kind of getting the feeling here of somebody who keeps on trying to like make you focus on your future so much. Because when I look at the outcome being the Seven of Cups here says, you know, there's so many paths and so many different things about your future that you need to be paying attention to, that you need to be focusing on. And ultimately here, you're like, WTF, if I'm happy where I'm at right now, I want to focus on myself, I want to focus on my life. But I get the feeling here that somebody keeps pressuring you to completely focus on your future. So Sagittarius, you're kind of like caught here right now between trying to enjoy your life and live your best life while somebody else here seems to be pressuring you to keep staying focused on the future. And it definitely is irritating. I can definitely see that showing up here from your energy. And ultimately, guys, here's going to be my best advice on a scenario like this. At the end of the day, sure, can your future be kind of important? Yeah, it definitely can. But if you're happy with what you're doing right now, if life is good and everything's great, focus on the fucking present and ignore people that are like, well, I just want you to be prepared and secure for your future. Because if you can't be prepared and secure now, how can you be prepared and secure for your future? Point blank, period. So if you're living your best life right now and you're enjoying yourself, don't worry about other people who are trying to basically get you to focus on, you know, what you got to do, you know, 10 years from now, okay? 10 years from now may not matter. You don't know what the fuck will happen 10 years from now. So enjoy what's going on right now in your life. That's the most important part. They call it the present moment because it's a gift, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I'm glad now the connection looks like it's better, guys. Like I said, the stream is super delayed now. I think it's delayed by like 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to be 2 to 3 minutes ahead of you, unfortunately, but I'm glad that it's looking better now. All right, guys, moving forward, we're going to hop on into our lovely and amazing. We did our water, earth, fire. We're going to hop on into the air. So going into the air signs, let's have a look here at the Aquarian gang. What's going to be popping here for Team Aqua, baby? Messages here for Team Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, Team Aquarius, I want to go ahead and get you guys one more shuffle, and we'll see what's popping, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. What's going on? Aquarian, overall energy for you is the Five of Swords in reverse. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got here the Queen of Swords. What you're dealing with here, we got the Five of Cups in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for Aquarian peeps is going to go ahead and be the Four of Swords in the upright position. So, Team Aquarius, what's happening, guys? First things first, Five of Swords in reverse here to the Queen of Swords. You could be connecting with another air sign. It looks to me for you guys that you are not really focusing on, how do I say this? Fighting for someone or fighting for a situation. I do think that you've kind of hit a dead end with someone, and ultimately too, it looks to me like somebody here's already given up, right? So Aquarius, it's kind of like if somebody here's already given up, then why the hell am I still fighting? That's kind of the conclusion I think you're making. So it's about cutting through with the Queen of Swords. If you're not going to fight for me, why am I going to fight for you? And looking at the outcome here, Four of Swords, it's like, let's go ahead and lay this situation to rest. You know, you don't want to fight for somebody who isn't fighting for you. So at the end of the day here, guys, considering that somebody here might have given up, then you're in that space where it's like, fine, if that's what you want to do, then I'm going to go ahead and mirror your energy. Point blank, period. And Aquarius here isn't going to continue to go out of their way for somebody who isn't willing to put in the real hard work no matter what the situation may be. And Aquarius says, oh, you're going to give up? Then me too. All right, because I'm not going to sit here being the only one fighting. So guys, despite what your scenario may be, whether it's about a friendship here, a romantic relationship, whether it's about the workplace, right? Maybe your boss isn't willing to work with you. So you're like, if you can't work with your staff, then how the fuck am I finna work with you, right? So at the end of the day, it might be that vibe here too. But I see that you're kind of at that point, Aquarius, where it's like, yeah, dude, I'm not fighting for somebody who isn't fighting for me, period. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And I don't blame you, baby, okay? All right, guys, so we finished up our second batch. Thank you, Aquarius, by the way, for tuning in. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But we finished up our second batch of Zodiacs here for the daily. We're going to hop on into our last and final batch in just a sec. But guys, shout out to the 118 people in here. If you can drop a like, that'd be awesome. Thank you for tuning in and stopping by with me. I'm glad it looks like the stream here is doing better, knock on wood. So happy that you guys are still sticking around. Thank you guys for pushing through the shitty internet on my end. Don't worry, this wasn't YouTube's fault, it was my internet. So don't worry, guys. I think the stream is catching up here too right now as well, which is nice. All right, so we're going into our last and final batch. We're going back into the water. Hopping into the water signs. Let's see what's going on here for the fish. What's popping here for Pisces? Messages coming in here for Team Pisces, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Pisces? Messages coming in here for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my fish, we're going to go ahead and get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Rastafari, and thank you for being a member for over 36 freaking months. Peace and love to you as well, my love. Really, really appreciate it. Piscean, starting out with the overall energy for you, we got here the Strength in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Looking at what you're dealing with, Pisces, we got here the Hierophant. And then looking at your outcome, Piscean, we do have here the Two of Swords in the reverse position. So let's go ahead and talk about your next 24 hours. Now, Strength in reverse, Pisces, all the way to the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. You know, I'm definitely getting the feeling here right now where maybe it's been kind of hard to put some focus on yourself. I feel like this is the energy of not feeling like you've had time for yourself, not feeling like you have any sort of time to do what you really want to do. It does give me the energy that maybe you've been a big giver as of late. Maybe you've been giving in extra hours at work, giving in all your extra attention to your partner, to your friends, to your family, but where's the undivided attention for you, Pisces? I could see you've been committed and devoted to the people you love, but when I look at the outcome here, Two of Swords reversed, it's like, holy shit, it feels like I've made a full commitment to everything else at the end of the day but me. And I always say to people, guys, we got to find the balance. Balance is super important in our lives. Yes, it is hella important to make sure that if we have extra water in our cup, we may pour that water out to other people, okay? Now look at this. I got almost no water left inside my cup. If I give this water to the last person in my life, I pour that cup, what am I left with? An empty cup. And that's the last thing that you want, right? Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So Pisces, create the balance in your life. Fill your cup first so you can fill the cup of others. If you got stuff that you want to do, go do it. You got things that you want to catch up on, go catch up on them. You want to go rest and rejuvenate, go rest and rejuvenate. You know, the last thing you want to do is feel like you have no time for yourself, because you deserve to take care of yourself just as much as you take care of other people too. Remember, once again, you can't pour from an empty cup, so make sure that you're good too here, Pisces, okay? All right, guys, I love you. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Very short and sweet message, but Pisces, make sure you're taking care of yourself, okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries, all right? All right, Pisces. So we finished up the fish. Thank you for stopping by. We're going to hop on in now into our Earth. By the way, Pisces love, thank you so much for being a member for the past 2 months. Sending you nothing but the best and good vibes. You as well, my love. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate the kindness, okay? All right, guys, we're hopping back into the Earth signs. Earth signs, what's going to be going on here for the Bull Gang? Let's see what's popping for Team Taurus. What's going on here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Taurus? Messages coming in here for the Bulls. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, my beautiful Bull Gang, we're going to get this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on here for you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you is the Lovers. You could be connecting with a Gemini possibly. Taking a look at the current energy, we have here the Queen of Swords. What you're dealing with, Taurus, we have here the Magician in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for the Bull Gang, we got here the Knight of Swords in the upright position. So, Team Taurus, let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, Lovers here to the Magician in reverse. You could be connecting here with a Virgo or possibly a Gemini. Now, I do see here with the Lovers to the Queen of Swords, this is where things get pretty interesting. I do feel like despite the fact how much you care about somebody, or despite the fact how much you care about a situation, you know, there's a moment in time where you still have to be willing to tell the truth. You know, just because you care about somebody, it's almost like telling somebody the truth is because you care about them, right? It's not about because you want to put them down, upset them, or hurt them. But I get the feeling here, Taurus, with the Queen of Swords, where it's like you're trying to tell somebody something, you're trying to open up their eyes, give them an epiphany, if you will, but they're just not showing up. Magician reversed. Someone doesn't want to hear it. Someone doesn't want to see it. Somebody here is completely ignoring what you have to say. But I definitely feel like this is a bit of a tough love moment where it's like, listen, I love you, so you have to hear the truth. You have to suck it up and, you know, kind of hear me out for a second. But I think someone here is refusing. You know, looking at the outcome, Knight of Swords, that outcome shows that somebody here is kind of storming off instead of listening to what you have to say. You know, they may strike back with communication, but when they strike back, they're not coming from a position of wanting to be understanding and wanting to listen to what you have to say. They're coming back maybe with a bit of an attitude or with an energy of like, listen, you know, you don't know my situation, or you don't know what I'm dealing with, yada, yada, yada. So listen, I've been here before plenty of times with people I care about where it's like, listen, I care about you, but I need you to understand that this is what I'm seeing. And maybe if you were to take a moment to hear me out, you'd see it for yourself too, right? You ever see somebody you love kind of going down a bad path and you're like, hey, I love you, but what you're doing ain't good for you? And then, you know, unfortunately, people can get triggered. They can get upset. They can get angry when you reveal to them what they already know, but they don't want to reveal to themselves. You know, a lot of the time, people are well aware of what they're doing, whether they're going down a wrong path, whether they are not being honest with themselves about something in their life that needs to change. They're well aware. They may not want to believe it. They may want to ignore it. So when they hear someone they love call it out, it can be very, very triggering for that person to not only understand, but it can be triggering for them to be accepting of you deciding to call them out. So Taurus, my advisory here is that if somebody here doesn't want to listen, if somebody here is kind of pushing you away at this time, they may need to open up their own eyes instead. And I think that maybe the more you may push it, the more they're going to want to push away. So I would leave it up to this person to kind of figure things out. But, you know, don't feel bad doing what you did, because at the end of the day, if you're concerned for somebody you love, you know, speaking the truth, saying what needs to be said, even if it's in a manner of tough love, that shows you care at the end of the day, guys. Okay? All right, Taurus, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Pisces love, thank you for that $1.99, and thanks for what you do. Have an awesome week. You too, my love. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that, okay? All right, guys, water signs are done. Earth signs are done. Let's hop on into the fire. We're going to be jumping into Leo over here. So let's see what's going on here, baby. What do we got going on here for Team Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is showing up here for Team Leo, please? Message is coming in here for the Leos. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, Team Leo, let's see what's in store here for you. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the 9 of Swords. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire, or not a fire sign, an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look here at the current energy, 2 of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with here. We got the Queen of Pentacles. And then looking at the outcome, Leo, Temperance in the reverse position, Sagittarius energy showing up in your reading as well. 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords reversed. I feel like this is the energy of like, this is just a bad day, it's a bad time, and that's it, and that's final. And I'm not laughing at you guys, don't worry. The only reason I had a hint of laughter is just because this reminds me so much of Cancerian energy, you know? That's it, today sucks, life sucks, everything sucks, I'm over it, you know? It's that vibe, man, and I totally get that vibe. I definitely have my fair share of days where I'm like, fuck the world, I'm over the world, everything sucks balls, right? But ultimately here for you, Leo, looking at what you're dealing with here, Queen of Pentacles, you know, I think that right now you're kind of in a space where you're kind of reflecting to yourself. Maybe you have a lot of stressors going on in your life right now. And typically when we're very stressed or when we're seeing red, if you will, it can be very difficult to see the clear path or the good days ahead. You know, when life feels a little intense and when we're a little down, it can be hard to see the good days ahead. And that's usually when we're in a place where we're emotionally unbalanced, right? Looking at the outcome here, Temperance reversed, you know, your emotions are kind of all over the place. But what I want you to know is, remember, guys, very important quote. I love this quote. Very fucking important. It's just a bad day. It's not a bad life. Say it with me. It is just a bad day. It's not a bad life. And that's the thing, man. A bad day can make you feel like you're going to have the worst rest of your life forever. Yeah, at least in the Cancerian's perspective. I mean, I got a Venus and Leo, so I resonate with this reading because sometimes I'm like, oh man, my life sucks. It's the worst. And I'm like, when I come to terms with it, I'm like, it's not. It's just a little bit of an intense day, right? So ultimately, it could be hard, you know, when we're dealing with a lot of stressors, a lot of anxiety, when we're seeing red, you know, it can be hard to see the better days ahead. But I want this message to be a reminder to Leos that there are better days ahead. If you're having a bad day, you can claim it's a bad day and that's okay. But it's just a bad day. It's not a bad life. Things will get better. Things will look up. Things will be okay. And if you need to take a break, if you need to do something to make yourself feel better, if you need to come home from work and hit the fucking bed, and get a glass of wine and order a fucking pizza and put on Hulu, shit, do it. You know what I mean? Do what you can to make yourself feel better, right? Especially if you need a bit of a break. But ultimately, don't let one bad day tip the scales for all the other great days that are to come, okay, is what I want to say here for you. So Leos, I get you. I feel you, but you're going to be all right. All right? Let yourself sit in this energy for as long as you need to, but things will turn around and things will look up here for you, okay? I love you. Stay strong, okay? All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our earth, we finished up our water, and we finished up our fire. Ladies and gents, we're going on into our last and final batch, going on into the air signs. We're going to have a look here at the birthday peeps. Team Gemini, how are we doing? I hope we're well. Let's see what's going on here for you. I want to wish you a very happy birthday. Hope you guys have been having a fantastic season. I just realized my birthday's coming up in a few days. It doesn't even feel like it. I can't believe we're about to shift into Cancer season. Gemini season went by really, really fast. Anyways, what do we got going on here for Team Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? What's going to be popping on in here for my gems? Messages here for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, Team Gemini, let's see what's in store for you. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Cups, Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Devil, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Queen of Pentacles. This card loves to come out today. Looking at the outcome for you, Strength in reverse. This card likes coming out today here too. All right, you could be connecting with a Capricorn. You also could be connecting with a Leo, so take that if that resonates to you. But Gemini, we got here the Ten of Cups to the Devil. You know, it's that energy sometimes where it's like, I know that I have good circumstances. I know that I have good things in life, but why can't I help but feel negative? That one is a particularly difficult situation to deal with when it's like, okay, I got good things in my life going for me. I got a lot of shit in my life that makes me happy, but why am I in such a negative mood? You know? And looking at what you're dealing with, Queen of Pentacles, you're trying to reflect, you're trying to understand, you're trying to figure it out. And then looking at the outcome, Strength in reverse, it's like, man, it's like no matter what I do, I'm just in this weird mood. And here's the thing, guys, sometimes, quite literally, and I don't know the reasoning behind it, but it's true, sometimes quite literally, for no fucking reason at all, we can just be in a bad mood. Or we could be picking up on the energy in our environment. Maybe everybody's been in a negative energy in the workplace. You walk into work and automatically you pick up on it. You feel it. Maybe somebody's thinking negatively of you. Or maybe there's no reason at all to it. It's like I might have the best life ever, but I'm just in a weird ass mood. And I don't know why. But I'm here to tell the Geminis that if that happens to be your energy, it's going to pass. No matter what, it's going to pass. It's not going to be forever. Okay? So if that happens to be your energy, and it's funny because it's similar to the Leo message I just did. I just told Leos, it's not a bad life, it's just a bad day, right? So if you're having a bad day, it's just a bad day, it's not a bad life. In a way, it's kind of similar to your message here, Gemini. You know, if you're in a space and time in the next 24 hours where you find yourself frustrated, maybe you find yourself not feeling so happy, even though you have everything that is relatively going for you, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. And at the end of the day, this is an energy that shall pass. So I want to point that out, that I have those days too. There are some days at the end of the day where I wake up and I'm in a fucking horrible mood and I have no reason whatsoever to be in this mood. And at the end of the day, I go through the day, I do what I can to make myself feel better, and then over time it passes. So if this happens to be your vibe in the next 24 hours, Gemini, what I want you to do is I want you to tell yourself, here's the thing. If I have nothing to feel negative about, if I have nothing to be upset about, if I have nothing within my energetic field that should be making me feel this way, then I'm going to make the conscious decision to let go. Because remember, we are in control to a certain degree of what energy we choose to participate in. We can't pick maybe feeling negative, but we can choose whether or not to continue to participate in that energy or to participate in positivity. So what I would like Geminis to do is that if you happen to notice this energy in the next 24 hours, remember your power of choice. You can choose to remain invested, or you can choose to start switching up how you're going to feel, what you want to feel, and what you want to experience. There are many remedies and many things you can do in your next 24 hours that can change your vibration, but you have to be willing to attune yourself to what's going to bring in that high vibe. For some Geminis, maybe gratitude would really help boost your mood. For other Geminis, hanging out and seeing a friend might boost your mood as well, maybe going on a walk, maybe meditating. But at the end of the day, best thing you guys can do is do what you can naturally do to raise your vibration. And what I want to say is that if nothing works, if everything fails and all else fails, and you're like, well, fuck, I just still feel shitty, then just know that it's going to be a better day afterwards, okay? It'll be a better day the next day, because this energy once again shall pass. Like I said, I've had days where I've been in horrible moods. I tried to do everything I could to feel better. I still felt like shit. Then I woke up the next day and I was like, I feel great. What the hell was wrong with me yesterday? You know, it happens sometimes. So listen, this ain't going to resonate to all of you. Probably won't even resonate to the majority of you. But if it does happen to be your energy in the next 24 hours, don't trip. It'll get better. Do what you can. And if you still don't feel better, get through the day. It'll be better the next, okay? All right, gems. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, happy birthday to you. I hope you guys are having a fantastic season. Thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. But guys, Thank you all so much for coming out here to today's daily reading. I hope you enjoyed it and had a fun and awesome time. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Really appreciate you guys being here. Happy Monday to you all. I hope you're setting some wonderful intentions for your week ahead. Feel free to do so. Set some awesome intentions to make this week a fantabulous week, okay? I do want to mention to everybody, fire signs are in the working for your mid-June, so we'll be getting the fire sign readings out shortly. Of course, if anybody here is new, if you can drop a like, I'd appreciate that. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the soul family. I do want to mention, if you're interested in personal readings, first link in the description below, head over to CancerMoonsTarot.com. I'll be happy to meet you guys over there and go ahead and get you guys a reading. But either way, everybody, thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you guys, by the way, as well, for everybody here who has sent in donations, anybody who's participated in memberships. Thank you for your love and support in that retrospect as well. It really helps out. It helps out a lot more than you guys know. So